Living in southern Utah and moving here was a big decision for myself and for my wife and family. We lived in Las Vegas for 15 years, the last 15 years, and we moved here about 3-4 years ago. And it's just really become a big part of our lives. And to be able to get this company going here and to create this has really kind of been my dream come true. And I think that just building in this environment and learning how St. George and all the things that are offered here, that we've really become to love it. And you know, as far as the environment goes that we could build year round, it's just been a great blessing and opportunity with the climate here. So living in southern Utah has had so much to offer our family. We love the outdoor lifestyle. We love going to the national parks. I love to participate in the races here. There's just so much to do. And so living in St. George specifically and in Washington County has just been the perfect place for our family to really settle down and plant our roots.
I can say I love living in St. George and in southern Utah. I mean, you have a ski resort that's an hour and a half away. Las Vegas is 2 hours away. You have Zion's National Park just a quick hop away, and then you've got the Grand National Staircase. I love being able to go to Sand Hollow Reservoir, the sand dunes, being able to run outside, go hunting, fishing, biking, backcamping, and beautiful skies, sunny weather. It's just a perfect place to live. It really is.
We bought this fabulous lot up with a great view, and of course it was really important to us to find a really good builder. So we started the interview process, and we interviewed a couple people that were recommended, and then one of our neighbors, our friend Linda.
Hearts across the street from our lot, she recommended American Heritage Homes and Seth Foster and told us we should interview them also.
The relationship, I could just see it. They were going to be so easy to work with, and that is so important. Oh, well, it was absolutely wonderful. You know, we're real curious people, and we just had to be there every day. And so I was there with my camera. I've got 1,000 pictures of this place, trust me. But they allowed us to come out every day and take pictures, walk around. Of course, we tried not to get in anybody's hair, but it was easy. I mean, the whole point of this was that working with American Heritage was just a fun experience. It was nice.
The energy efficiency is one of our favorite features. Seth recommended a radiant barrier in the roofing material, and that has saved us so much money on utilities.
Oh yeah, you know, we moved from a house that was 50%, let's see, this house is 50% larger than the house we left, but the utilities are a third the cost.
The tile work
yeah.
is gorgeous.
Oh, it's wonderful.
The floors, the bathroom, the entry, the tile work was just superb.
It was such a wonderful experience. They're easy to work with. I've got to tell you, a couple of times I would get a call from Seth, our contractor, saying, could you come over and take a look at something we've got on the print? I'm not sure about where you really want this. And I love that. You know, 10 minutes I was there, and he'd say, well, yeah, we could move that switch over here if it works out better for you. And they'd do it, and I'd leave, and it was done.
I choose to build homes for a living because I receive a great deal of personal satisfaction in fulfilling people's lifelong dream. Nothing brings me more enjoyment than to build a product for them, see it go from start to finish, and just see the smiles and expressions on their faces when they get to move into their brand new home.
Why do I build homes for a living? I've been able to, I think, create and develop my career in that direction. You know, from a young age, I was able to build, you know, within the trades of the home and slowly progress to being able to actually put the house together. So Seth and I were able to partner up and create a company where we can build homes, and that's brought a lot of happiness, I think, and satisfaction to both of us, being able to put that together and to be able to help homeowners get that satisfaction as well through our creation. So that's probably one of the reasons why I build homes for a living.
We were driving around trying to find a place that really felt like it had good views and lots of open areas we could explore, and we drove down the road and came across this model, and he wanted to pull in and check it out. So ever since we opened the front door, it's just been beautiful, and we were really impressed with the shower and the layout, and we like the kitchen, and
Yeah, had a wonderful layout, and we were interested in the different floor plans that we looked at. They gave us a number of them to take a look at, and after we saw that, we spoke to the builder in person, and we were lucky enough to catch him on that day. And after that, we thought our wait is over. We found the builder that we're going to use.
It was like relief.
We felt confident with him and his abilities. He showed us some of the homes that he was building in the area, and we were impressed with them. And so we read it and did a little research on the website, and that brought us here.
We chose American Heritage because we were really impressed with the look of everything. We really liked, first of all, how friendly everybody was. When we first came in, we were greeted warmly. And when we started looking around at just the structure and the way that things were decorated, it was very impressive. And it just had a homey feel, kind of like we had found the layout that flowed. And I know that each layout's different, but that really hit home for us, because we want to come somewhere and have somebody build something for you that's like home. And that's really what I think that I like the best about American Heritage, is it all the way down to the details in the floorboard. It just seemed right for us.
Yeah, some of our favorite features are the courtyard, I would say, is one of them. We really like the way the shower turned out. We did a custom shower, and we had an extended quite a bit, opened it up, and it just feels amazing every time we take a shower in there. Another thing was the fireplace we had added to 2 of the rooms. We enjoy just sitting by the fire and soaking up the warm heat it puts off in the wintertime. But just the beautiful views. The Dixie Springs is such a beautiful area, and just a lot of natural beauty around, and we were able to put multiple windows in. It just lets you enjoy that beauty.
Absolutely. It brought it right in. It seems very open. I love the kitchen, of course. He helped me choose some of the colors, and I loved all the options that we had, and we went with a darker wood, which really feels really intimate and nice, and having such high ceilings that it makes it look very grand.
It opens up the area.
So that's my favorite. I too love the shower. I think that it's roomy. It feels spa-like. It reminds me of the model shower, which was one of the first things that I fell in love with. I would definitely recommend American Heritage to anyone, because just the experience from first walking into the door into completion, we were constantly updated every week. So exciting to have those emails, and they would let Aaron know, and he would tell me, and we'd rush down and see everything. It was nice to know what was coming and what to prepare for, like which little decision we needed to make that week. It really took a lot of the pressure off, I think. And I would recommend that to anybody, because this is our first time building, and we thought it would be so much more stressful, and we'd be making these tough decisions in a pinch, and it wasn't like that. It was smooth.
It was a very pleasant experience, which we weren't expecting. I think one of the most important things to us was they walked us through the whole process and just made us feel at ease with everything that we were dealing with, and they kept everything on time. I think that was one of the most important things. Was every time we went down there to see the next phase, they had it completed on time when they said they were going to, and that was very important. That it was completed on schedule, and so throughout the whole process, that they didn't miss any deadlines. And so that's one of the main reasons I would recommend American Heritage Homes.
And I really liked how there were so many nice things included. Like some of the other homes that we had looked at in other builders, everything was an extra and extra and extra.
Yes.
And I'm not sure what it's called, but the basics were beautiful and were exceptionally well picked and placed. And the design aspect of it was, I think it really impressed me, because usually you get just your basic, but here
cookie cutter.
Yeah, but here was not. It was definitely unique, and it was very current, and I really enjoyed that part of it. So some of my favorites.
Yeah, we felt like you could get a very elegant home without having to upgrade every single feature.
Yeah.
Like you would have to do with a lot of these tract homes that are built. And the ability to customize, I think, was another really important aspect of going with American Heritage Homes is just being able to change things, and I'm sure it's a pain for the builder to have to go through those steps, those extra steps, but it really makes all the difference when the home's completed, because it's to your liking and it's the way that you envision it.
Absolutely.
And so you're just that much more pleased with the end result.
And never did we feel like we were being overly picky. Everything was just, if that's what you would like, then that's what we're going to do for you. It never seemed like we were a bother, and
Right.
that was the best part, because that's what you think, you know, I really want this, but am I going to be bothering them? No, we're going to get it done, and that's how it was. And
Yeah, we'll figure out a way to make it happen, and they did.
in 4 months, it flew by. It was so fast, and it was like Christmas every Monday when we got our email. So we're really happy, and I'm still in awe every time I walk in my front door and out my front door, just seeing just the way the tile is laid in the courtyard, and, you know, just getting ready to plan all the little details. So it's been one of the greatest experiences that I can say I've had with any kind of a home situation thus far.
So I think what makes us different from other builders is that both Seth and I, we really take personally building a home for somebody. We take the accountability of that product, and also how that homeowner feels, and the experience that they have with it. So I think what makes us different from other builders is just that, you know, we're going to take a lot of pride in that house. We're going to take it on personally. We're going to do the best we can at achieving what it is that they want, and also always try to maintain just that high level of quality.
What makes us different from other builders is our team, the quality that we build at a very affordable price. We have a great team that helps everybody all the way through the process, from working with me on pricing, on picking their floor plans, to selections. We have a great designer that you work with that's going to help you through making all your selections, getting everything right. And then through the construction process, you get to work with great people. We're here for them. We help them all the way through that process. And then also our quality. We build a high quality home. We don't cut corners. We love to build quality homes at affordable prices.
Shem, who is one of the owners, is my niece's husband, and we had been coming down to visit them since they've moved to St. George in their house, and we loved their house and the area, and the rest is history.
Yeah, the more we visited here, the more we liked it, and then the opportunity came about for us to, we started looking at lots, and the next thing, one thing led to another, and we started building a house, and that's, and we're really glad we've done it. Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is what we've seen from him was outstanding construction. The plans and everything were just really something that we really looked at and liked, and felt that it would suit our needs tremendously down here.
We also felt that for the overall package, they really included most of the things we were wanting for in their basic package of the home, and we really had very few upgrades we had to do. And the process from beginning to end, it was very professional. The way the contract was done, the way all of our expectations were all set forth, the way everybody knew what was included, what we had to do, what the outcome was going to be. Any changes that were needed were handled very, very professionally. There were no surprises, and we were kept informed throughout the process. So it really couldn't have gone any smoother.
I got to design the shower and had the multiple heads and basically a spa type arrangement. It really worked out quite nicely. Well, I think that, you know, from what I've seen, and I've not dealt with any other builders, okay, all I can say is that I couldn't be more satisfied with the outcome that we've had. And we are, you know, as far as how it was built, the time frame, every aspect of it was professional, and for the most part, just you know, met or exceeded our expectations. American Heritage has really done a great job for us. It exceeded our expectations. The entire plan was accomplished on budget and basically on time, if in fact it was ahead of time.
What I want our clients to remember about building a home with us is that they felt safe. They felt they were secure, they were confident in us as a builder. I hear all too often people that have built homes and it's just been a very stressful experience for them. And that's the last thing I want to happen. When the process is over and we're done building that home with them, we want them to remember it as being a great experience and something that they were confident in us as a builder, they were secure, they felt like they could trust us and they could count on us for whatever it was that they wanted to do. We do not take lightly that this is probably one of the biggest expenses they'll have made in their life. And so we want that to be a good experience for them and that they did have trust for us and that it turned out well.
I want our clients to have a great experience working with us, and I want that to be what they remember when they move into their home. We have a great team that's working really hard to make it a simple and easy process for them. And it is very stressful building a new home. It takes a lot of trust in us as the builder and what we're going to do for them. And when they move into their home, I want it to have been a smooth, simple, easy process that they enjoyed.
The style of homes we build really varies. One thing I think I've learned over the course of my career building homes is that it may not be a style that I'm familiar with or that's exactly what I want, but if they want it, I'm going to build it. So I think it's what style of homes do we not build? There was a contractor when I was a young man working my way up in the trades that once said, if they want round walls, they're going to get round walls. You just find what they want and you make it happen. So we're known to build various styles of homes, and I don't think that we've really got limits on that. If that's what they want, that's what we're going to build, and we'll help get through that design. And that's one thing that Seth is just fantastic about working with people on, is figuring out that style and putting it together and getting those plans drawn up, and then we end up getting that home that they want.
We specialize in custom homes. Between Shem and myself, we have many years experience building every type of home you can imagine. So we take that experience and put it together to provide our customers with the exact type of home they want. We call it custom, and it can be from a Tuscan style home to a Santa Fe style home to classic to American, but we have really built many types of homes in many different areas, and we like to use our experience to help them build their dream home.
Driving around the area with a real estate agent, and we liked the area very much.
We were surprised in finding that the model home was, with all of the upgrades, surprisingly less expensive than the comparable homes that we had experienced in this area.
We liked the builder, and after we talked to him, I found him to be very, very honest.
Yeah, I could follow up on that in saying that when we got into a discussion with him, everything that he had promised was fulfilled, and we were content on both sides.
When people ask me if I like my home, and I'll say no, and they look at me, I'll say I love it. I love everything about it. I like the views, and
the kitchen you love,
yeah,
and the spacious living room with just plenty gorgeous space, wonderful master bedroom and master bathroom, and a nice getaway bonus room upstairs with a nice view to escape from some of the pressures at the end of the day and just basically relax. Beautiful.
Because I think the price is very good, and I think you get value for your money.
And I would have every confidence in recommending American Heritage Homes to anyone. Having looked around in this area, we have not been disappointed in making this final choice with American Heritage Homes.
We build in Washington County, specifically this corner of southern Utah is where we found that we build the best, and this is where we've planted our roots. This is where we live. Both Seth and I have built in other states, and as we've moved here and we've gotten this company going, we've found that Washington County works really well within our company and where we'd like to build. We've built in Dameron Valley, St. George, Hurricane, Washington City. So this area fits really well with most of our clients, and when they want to move down in this area, that's what we do.
Between myself and Shem, we have experience building in all over the country, even in other countries. I've worked in Japan and other places, but we have really localized our building to here in Washington County. We build as high as Dammer Valley and up towards Vail and all the way down to Washington, Bloomington, St. George, Hurricane, Santa Clara. So Washington County is basically where we build.
Well, we were referred by our realtor, Ryan Anderson, who works for ERA, and he said, no, this is really a great person to work with. So we took his suggestion, had a one-on-one interview with Ryan and my wife and I, and found it to be a very enjoyable experience to work with Seth, who was the main, at that time, was the main person with Heritage Homes. Well, it was a very hands-on type situation from the male's perspective, in that I was allowed on the job site whenever I wanted to go. The contractors or the subcontractors were there, willing to stop, give me answers. If I had a question, rather than bringing it up to the contractor, I could call Seth and say, hey, what's the deal with this, or is that the way it's supposed to be? And immediately had an answer, or he would get me an answer.
Well, being able to go on the job site myself a couple times by myself, I was able to even talk to the contractors and say, this wasn't kind of what I wanted, can we change things? One phone call, it was done.
Seth, and Seth. No, just kidding. But basically, by the time our home got started, he had brought Shem, his brother, on. And there is a man that, he's just like Seth, that's attention to detail. He worked mostly with us towards the end of the house. But I mean, both of the young men are fantastic. And I said before, if I had to adopt 2 kids, I'd take them in a minute. It's numerous as to the reasons that I would recommend Seth and his brother Shem, in that American Heritage Homes give us the quality, the quantity, the understanding, and the finished product to our choice, not to what the builder wanted, but to our perfection in which we wanted it done.
This was wonderful, fun, and like I've said to many people, when you start with a builder and they're your builder and they're still your friend at the end, that's fabulous.
Well, even after being in the home for over a year, if we've got a situation or a problem, I can still talk to either one of the brothers at any time and always come up with an answer, or they will guide us to somebody that can fix a situation that we need fixed. So it's just a fantastic experience.
Well, we knew we wanted to relocate, and so we found an area that we really liked, and we had a realtor, and we looked at home after home after home. We wanted to purchase a home that already existed, and at the time I was pregnant with our second child, and so we had a really tight time frame, and we wanted to just move into something that was already ready. And I looked at a lot of homes, and I couldn't find one that really just fit us and was what we really wanted. And so we decided to go through some of the model homes that were out in the neighborhood. And when we went to American Heritage's model home, we met Seth, and we kind of talked to him about our situation and our time frame and our budget and what we were looking for. And he told us that he could build us a house that would be exactly what we wanted, for the same price as we could purchase one that already existed. And so we had a good conversation with him, and I think just from the very first conversation we had with him, we both felt comfortable just going with American Heritage Homes. We left the conversation feeling like we had talked to a friend that we'd known our whole life.
Well, after we had met with a few builders out here in Dixie Springs, we met with Seth and just felt real comfortable with talking with him, and we loved the floor plan that was in the model, and he showed us many options that we could do, things that we could change up, and anything we wanted he could do for us for an affordable price. And made the decision right there that this was the company we wanted to work with, because he just answered everything that all the questions that we had, and made us feel comfortable in choosing American Heritage Homes. My favorite thing about the home is probably I love the kitchen. I don't know, I like to cook, and I like the...
He does the cooking, it's true.
I like the dark wood, and the appliances and everything just fit together perfectly. They did a lot of custom work for us in the kitchen, made our island bigger than we wanted, and made it perfect for cooking and entertaining guests.
I actually found a picture of a kitchen that I liked online, and I just took the picture in and said, hey, I want my kitchen to look like this. Can you do that? And he took the picture and took it to his cabinet builder, and they made us custom cabinets. And so I love our cabinets, our range and hood, it's really pretty. I also really love our master bathroom. It's like, I of course spend most of my time in there when I'm home anyways, getting ready, and I'm never home. So it's just really spacious and luxurious. We have a walk-in shower that has windows and a big jetted tub and dual sinks, and it's just really nice. It's my relaxing place. And then we have a playroom upstairs that seems to be like the hit of the neighborhood. They added a crawl space just where rafters would have been for the kids to crawl through and play in, and all the kids that come over just love it. And so that's a fun feature that we added to our home. Is there anything else that you love?
I like the walkway to our bonus room. It's you have railing on both sides, and you walk across a big open area, the entry on one side and the living room on the other side. It feels very open, and it's kind of fun for the kids to go and play on the balcony and be able to talk to us downstairs, and it's just kind of a neat feature that was very custom made for us. I would recommend American Heritage just because they built a very high quality home, custom made for us, that was in our price range. And we couldn't, we're a young couple just starting out, and we couldn't afford to build a big mansion, but they built a very luxurious home in our price range, and we're very easy to work with. Made any changes while we were building that we wanted to do, and we just made us feel comfortable.
Yeah, I also think they committed to meet a timeline for me, because I was expecting at the time, and I was due in 3 months, and so the time frame was really important to me to be finished so that we could be moved in before I had the baby. And when he committed to the time frame, I was kind of like, yeah, right, that's not really gonna happen. I know how this goes, but he committed to me, and he worked really hard to make sure that he did meet our timeline, which he did, and so we were able to move in before I had the baby. So I feel like they kept their commitments, and I also feel like if there was ever an issue or a problem or something that I had questions about, I always felt comfortable going to Seth with whatever it was, and I always knew that he would take care of it, and he would do what he could to make us happy. And so I really enjoyed working with Seth. I always felt like I could go to him with whatever questions I had.
We want to thank you for considering American Heritage Homes as your next builder.